Cyrus Abbasi is a UH mechanical engineering student and HCC and UT Tyler grad who is also an HCC pitch competition alum. So Cyrus, you not only won the spring 2022 pitch competition, but you're also only the second student with a patent pending out of it. Tell us about your transforming from a student engineer into a student innovator and entrepreneur.
Sure. Thanks for having me today. I just want to correct something. I'm a HCC Engineering Academy student, not UT Tyler.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that.
But it's a interesting transition, really. On one hand, I'm trying to do very well in my academic career. On the other hand, I'm probably going to soon become an employer. And I just got incorporated in the state of Texas, so a little bit stressful. I'll probably have to go see Roxanne, but it's interesting.
Well, she's there for you, and yeah, I can imagine the balancing between maintaining your studies but also taking on this responsibility as an employer. But I can tell you're ready. You're up for it.
It's challenging, but enjoyable. I enjoy doing it.
So before we get into your actual project and win, what was it like to take part in the pitch competition last year and this year?
It was great, a great experience. It essentially took me out of my comfort zone, which gave me the opportunity to make myself better in many different ways. And it was just one of the most fantastic experiences I have ever experienced.
I'm really glad to hear that. I know I have a lot of speech faculty and a lot of our business faculty. We have faculty from all over the college and all different departments involved. And it's really exciting for them to come out and see the students performing at such a high level. And I think I might have been there. Was that competition at the University of St. Thomas, the final?
No, I think the last one was at the Frogger campus, if I'm not mistaken.
Frogger. Okay. Wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about your involvement with NASA?
Sure. We essentially were challenged by the LSAM program at HCC to form a team to answer a call for a design challenge by NASA. And this was hosted by the University of Austin with partnership with NASA. And we were lucky to get the category for the initial Mars Habitat Design Challenge. And that category gave us the freedom to choose what type of design or what we want to design for the missions that soon will be coming in probably next decade to Mars. And we chose to build something that is very simple, doable, and something that could reduce mass and volume, which are essentially hurdles that always, when you try to travel to space, deep space missions require those elements to be efficient, essentially. So we built a bed out of paper for astronauts to sleep on that has the capabilities to collapse during the hours that they're not using the living spaces for sleeping, so they could utilize those spaces for something else. Essentially, we reduced mass significantly and volume for both saving mission cost during launch, as well as saving mission cost in manufacturing of the habitats, and so on.
That's just incredible. It's amazing. Just even, I guess, choosing to work on something like that, and this is. So is this does this connect to your mechanical engineering work? Is this something that you've just always been interested in?
I've been always a science enthusiast, and I've been fascinated activities that organizations like NASA do, and the effects of their technologies on the on our daily lives. It is the bed design was a little bit tied to my mechanical engineering background. Although we entered the design challenge as freshmen, competing with senior students around the state. But I would say the compliancy of the or compliant mechanisms that we essentially incorporated into the design of the bed is a mechanical engineering topic.
Wow, and you're successful competing against those seniors. So it just goes to show you gotta just you can't win if you don't play, right?
Yeah, you got to show up.
That's right. Which of your winning entries has the patent pending?
That'll be my carbon capture system.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, of course. I worked for about 7 years as a gas chromatography specialist in the industry. And when I finally decided to go back to school to finish my education, one day I received an email from my engineering professor about the pitch competition. And global warming has been an issue that I've been very interested in and take it personally to want to help. And for a really long time, I had this idea in my mind that I wanted to make a difference or do something, build something that could help and save the future generations' livelihood. Hence, I put pen to paper and I designed a carbon capture system that captures carbon directly from air and turns it into hydrocarbons.
I wish that I could speak more expertly on this topic. It sounds incredible. Tell us a little bit what does the future look like for you right now?
Right now, I am pretty much finishing up all the paperwork for the corporation that I started for the carbon capture. The future is that I'm going to build the prototypes necessary to move forward with this, and essentially finding funding and employing a team of engineers to make this happen.
And you are currently attending U of H.
HCC and U of H both at the same time.
Concurrently. That's wonderful. I think it's really important for students to know that that's something that they can do, that they can attend universities and community colleges concurrently to continue their studies. What advice would you give to other HCC students?
I saw a video recently about how to become an expert at something. And besides the hours that you have to put in and the hard work, repetition is one of the key factors into becoming expert. Another one is essentially showing up or putting yourself in situations that you're generally not comfortable. For instance, it takes a lot to speak in front of 100 people and go to a competition. I myself, I'm not a really good public speaker. I've never had any lessons on it, and it's really uncomfortable doing it. But I put myself in that situation 3 times through this last year, and I'm better for it. So get out there, show up, and then just get excited to do something new.
I think that's wonderful advice. Absolutely. I can't tell you how many times people tell me that public speaking is the thing that they're not comfortable with. I really am starting to wonder if anyone is comfortable with public speaking. But I know, the pitch competition, I have been involved with it, and it is truly a wonderful way to get that feedback. There's a lot of corporations, CEOs, business partners who come out and they give incredible feedback. And I see Todd popping in, and I know that it looks like you might want to say hello really fast before we switch off.
Yeah, Cyrus, you do. You know, you've got a lot going on. You're very inspirational for our students. I mean, I don't know where you get all the time in the day to complete everything you're doing, but we wish you the best of luck with everything that's going on, and hopefully you can get your patent pending moving forward.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
All right, Cyrus, thanks for being here. Great story. Very inspirational.